Welcome, Yogi, to this yoga session where all of our poses will be reclining. Great for one of those days where you want to still get on your mat, but really all you want to do is lie down. It could be because it's early in the day and you haven't slept so well, or it could be the end of a long, exhausting day. Either way, we will meet lying down on our backs on our mats. And you can have a blanket or a pillow under your head in this session if you like. And just make your way down. And we'll start, if possible, by simply lying fully flat. Now, if this doesn't work for your low back, you could put your feet on the floor with your knees bent. And slide each of your shoulder blades underneath your upper back. Let your feet fall outwards. And take 3 deep breaths. Slow breath in through your nose. Fill up your belly. Pause at the fullest and slowly exhale. And again, fill up slowly, expand, and exhale. Relax your shoulders, relax your legs. One more deep breath in. And out. And slide each of your feet in one at a time. Not too close to your bum, but also not too far away. There's a middle point that will be just right for this. Let your feet be about hip distance or a touch wider, and stretch your arms off the side of your mat with your palms facing up. When you next exhale, slowly take the knees over to the right. As far as they'll go. The hips can roll with this. As you inhale, bring the knees back up to center, nice and easy. Lead with the left leg. And then exhale, there you go over to the left. Inhale, bring that right knee up, let the left knee follow up. Exhale over to the right, just nice slow windshield wipers. This is a wonderful way to connect your breath and your movement together, while simultaneously gently moving through the hips and the low back and up into the middle back. Let's go one more time, each side. Back to center and to the left. And back up to the middle. And wiggle your feet in so they're a bit closer. They don't have to touch. Bring your hands by your sides a moment. Stretch your left leg all the way out straight. And bring your right knee up and in towards you. Now bring your hands around the right shin or thigh and give it a little bit of a hug in. And you could start by just moving your knee side to side. See how that feels. And then find a spot somewhere middle-ish, gently pulling the knee in towards your shoulder and circle your right foot. Twirling your right foot around a few times. Remember to go the other way. Lovely. Now bring that right knee, release it away from you a few inches and bring it across towards your left collarbone. So it's coming diagonally now across your chest. And again, hug it in, holding whatever you can hold. And this will target more into the piriformis, into the tightness that can develop. That can sometimes give you some sciatic discomfort if that's caused by tightness. Let's give us a gentle stretch. Breathe as if you could breathe all the way into the right side of your bum. And out. And release this nice and easy. You might put your right foot on the floor for a moment and move your hips to the right a couple of inches. Now lift your right foot back up and guide your right knee to the left side, coming into a twist. Stretch your right arm off to the right and look out that way. Now, if your leg's hovering, you could put a block or a pillow under your right knee, or it could simply hover, that's fine too. You're looking over to the right with your eyes closed. Let your right shoulder melt into the ground as much as you can. And we'll come back up to center. Take the time to realign your spine. And we'll bring your left knee in close and stretch your right leg out straight. For a start, again, just side to side a little bit in that left leg. Gently moving your hip. And draw the knee directly up towards your left collarbone, so it's straight up towards you. And start to circle your left foot, going either direction. Try the other way too. We'll release the knee about halfway away from you so it's not as close into your chest, and start to bring it back in but across towards your right collarbone more. And relax your shoulders and your face. Directing your breath as if you could breathe into that left side of your bum. And we'll release the intensity of that. Maybe place your left foot on the floor so that you can shimmy your hips to the left a little bit. And bring your left knee over to the right. The left arm stretches out to the left and look out towards the left hand. Coming into a single knee twist again. Feel like your breath is spiraling up and down your spine now as you relax your shoulders. Soften the jaw, the forehead. And rise back up to the center. Realign yourself back to the middle. This time, keep your left knee bent with your foot on the floor and stretch your right foot up to the ceiling. You can hold onto your thigh or your calf. Some of you may even reach your foot, it's fine also. And gently pull it up towards you to stretch your hamstring. If you feel it pulling the knee itself, give your right knee a little bit of a bend so that it really does get into the back of your right thigh. Like I say, anywhere holding is fine. If you feel like deepening the stretch, you can stretch your left leg out straight. That'll take it a little bit more. And then bend your right knee and stretch your left leg straight again. Now there's two ways to do this next pose depending on your flexibility. You can hold onto your thigh or your shin if you can reach comfortably and gently pull it now to the side of your torso a bit more. Or if it's possible for you, take your right hand, bring your arm inside of your right knee and hold the outside of your right foot. So you reach all the way, take a hold of a foot and then put your foot as if it stood on a ceiling. Your left hand at that point can rest on your left hip flexor, gently helping that down to the ground a bit. And gently pull that right knee down by the side of your torso for a half happy baby hip stretch. If you need to move around in this pose a bit, you can. Sometimes it feels good to bend and straighten a leg. And we release this side. Place your right foot on the floor with your knee bent. Take your left foot up to the ceiling. And again, now hold the thigh or the calf. You can hold the foot if you like to, if it's easy to reach. Don't strain or force anything. Remember, a little softness in the left knee can really work to move a stretch into the belly of the hamstring. Relax your shoulders and your face. Deep breaths. And then we move us into that Ardha Ananda Balasana again, half happy baby. Bend your left knee, extend your right leg and rest it on the floor. And then, like I said, you can hold on to the thigh or the shin and pull it in towards your left underarm almost. That works also. Alternatively, if you have the reach, your left arm is inside of your left knee, you hold on to the outside of your foot and then stand on the ceiling with your foot, bringing that knee down to the side of your chest. And you can put your right hand onto the right thigh or hip, just that feeling of anchoring, even if it's lifting up and moving. That's fine. And like I said on the other side, you can be bending and straightening if you like to. You can join me in simply being still and breathing into that left hip. And we'll release the hold of a foot, place it back on the floor, bend both knees, just give it a little bit of movement. And we're going to go fully flat again. Stretch your legs all the way out. Now walk your feet over to the right side of your space. So you go to the right with each heel and then again and again until you feel your left side start to rise and roll up. That's far enough. And shimmy your shoulders also to the right. You can keep your hands by your sides or resting on your belly. Or if you want a little bit extra, let your left arm reach over the top of your head and rest on the ground. If it's up off the ground, bring it back by your side. I want for you to feel comfortable if possible today in this pose. So rather than letting the shoulder hover and be bound up, keep it by your side and focus on full breaths into your left side of your body and being comfortable. Bring your arm back down if it did go overhead. Start to walk your shoulders towards the middle and then your feet back to the middle. And let's do that same thing the other way. Walk your feet to the left one at a time and then go again and again until you feel your right side start to want to roll up. That's a sign you're far enough. Keep your right side of your bum close to the ground. And same with your shoulders. A bit of a shimmy around to that left side. And the arms can stay out. They can rest hands on your belly. If your shoulder can rest down or your arm rests on the floor with your shoulder overhead, you can take it up and over for that little bit extra. Just breathe some space into the right side of your body. You can bring your arm back down. If it went overhead, start to walk everything bit by bit by bit back to the middle. It can be tricky to know exactly where middle is when you get back out of banana, so bring your knees up towards your chest for a moment and gently rock side to side across your low back. And let the feet come back to the mat. Knees fall out wide. A few breaths in Baddha Konasana or Supta Baddha Konasana. Letting the knees fall out. If you feel like it's a little intense, you could put some blankets or pillows or blocks under your thighs. And the arms just resting wherever they're comfortable. They can be, again, hands on belly, so you're really connecting to your breath today and feeling the breath move in your abdomen. Or you can bring your hands to your sides with the palms facing up, so there's no tension in the fingers or the thumbs. Keep a softness in the belly. Let the shoulders melt into the mat. Start to bring the knees up. Maybe you take your hands to your thighs and just help lift them up. And we'll switch this to constructive rest. So the feet wiggle out a little bit wider than your hips. Turn your toes in a little. Let your knees fall in together. And again, any arm position that feels restorative and comfortable to you. This is our final pose. And this is gentle internal rotation through the thighs, countering that external we had in the previous pose. But ideally, just letting the knees fall together. You're not having to press or try. See how much less you can do in this pose. Just let your body mechanics and gravity do all the work. And let's finish up in Shavasana just for a minute or two. Stretch your legs out fully flat if that's comfortable. You can stay in that constructive rest if Shavasana is in any way uncomfortable for you. And let your feet relax. Soften all the way through the ankles and the calves and your knees and your thighs. Let go of any holding in the glutes, in the belly. The shoulders just gently roll down into the mat. Soften your hands and your face. And simply observe a gentle rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. And if it's possible for you to spend longer in this pose, please do so. Just press pause or let the video run out. And if you're ready to move on into the rest of your day or your evening, you can bring your feet up into a knee bent position. Clasp your hands, stretch them up overhead. And exhale. Carefully help yourself onto your side. And press your way up to sitting. Place your hands together in front of your heart. Thank yourself for coming to your mat. And please take one more full breath in. And let it all the way out. Thank you for your practice, yogi. Namaste.